Hi guys, so this is a video of Encanto. Please enjoy. Hold on. Hello there. Welcome back. I was wondering why you decided to pop up again. Well, you see, the last time you were here, you ordered, was there another book? Well, it didn't arrive on time, so I'm just gonna hand feed you the book from my mouth. Because I'm very good at that sort of stuff, if you didn't know already. I like telling stories about my own past. And I sometimes write them up into books, but I don't always. So anyway, what story did you want to hear? Oh, the one from the Deep Columbia. Okay, this one's a bit interesting. So, one time I was walking through Deep Columbia. Can't remember exactly at which point I heard a local legend about a strange little mountain range which no one has ever crossed, and some dragons protecting it. They were called the Encantos or something by the local people, and I was very interested. As I always am. So I decided, hey, let me go have a look at this other mountain range. So I decided to go on a big hike. And I climbed up the mountain. But then I realized my good friend actually made planes, so I grabbed a plane from him and drove the range. So there was like a couple of dragons. One of them was, they were, blue. They seemed to have no powers like the rest of the dragons, and yet the most friendliest to outsiders. She was really inquisitive. Well, I didn't know she couldn't speak, but sounded really inquisitive to me. All she really said was in a bunch of low hums and growls, and the owner of the mayor, if you would like, the mayor of this town, who was named Abuelos, actually informed me that she took away the dragon's powers. So I kind of did what anyone else would do, and I asked her to give it back, but I don't know what it was, so I'm a bit confused now at this point in the story, and I go and search this dragon. Turns out this dragon is in the middle of something. I don't know exactly what, but looks a bit interesting. The dragon's like dancing around a bunch of other dragons, and she was holding a little green tablet in his mouth. Her mouth, even. I don't know what it was about, or what was on it, because I never got to see it, but I swear we had a little photo of her and a little crack in the mountains behind her, but can't be sure. So, So after that, I kind of sneakily followed her as she followed into a little hallway in between the walls of the mountain in like a little cave, and I wasn't really sure where she was going. I don't think the dragons had noticed me yet because I was still hidden by one of my new inventions, which I'll show you later. But I was following them, and they seemed to go into the small back room. I was very surprised by this small back room because what would be in a back room which would be so important? So, anyway, I kind of got a bit teased there, but anyway, so what do we want to know? Oh yes, we went into this back room, and there was this one dragon. He looked a bit like a chameleon to me. He was moving about the walls, and he seemed to be able to shapeshift into any other dragon. At the moment, he was following me. He, of course, couldn't see me, but, beggars can't be beggars, choosers can't be choosers. Anyway, so he followed me around. I was like, wait, one dragon has bigger wings than the other. So what could have been happening? So then I realized that the wings are the source of their powers. And as they looked like a chameleon, I realized that one of the dragons could shapeshift, and the miraculous dragon could not. And that's how I decided to help her. because whatever we do, we might as well get our power back in this town. She looks like one of the powerfulest members if she actually had powers. So off they went on their little adventure, and the dragon, which I found out later was referred to as the Camellias, funnily enough, was following them. He looked actually very much like a jokester. I actually enjoyed watching him play around while I was going down this dark, creepy passageway. It was kind of mob-ridden, if you call that mob-ridden, like full of animals. Pesky rats climb through and stuff. Like rats, like big rats. Like dragon rats. Like about the size. Remember how big your mom's purse is? When she puts everything in it, right? Yeah, they're big. They're big is how big it is. So let's just pretend that you are a rat that size. And how scared do you think I would be to approach that? I was scared. So I didn't approach it. Yeah, so I watched him for a bit, and then I realized I didn't know where I was going, so I started to follow the other dragon again. And the other dragon, well, believe me, was going on a bit of a wild ride. She fell about a bit, and this dragon even kind of popped his head in. It's almost like he was helping one of these dragons that were back here. But I didn't believe this because he seemed to be one of the family's favorites. And the town's. And even Aurelius said that he did nothing wrong, so I wasn't sure why he was helping her. Unless it was for a reason. And that's when I noticed a dragon. But not just any dragon. It's he was in the woods. He was a bit slender, a bit like a rat. Well, not really. He still had long wings, but it looked like his power hadn't been taken away by Aurelius. I don't know why, but he looked like to be an outcast from all the other dragons. From what I remember, people don't talk about him because he was actually trying to destroy the family for some reason. And then I did a bit of digging, or watching even, and I realised that he wasn't so bad. As it turns out, he was the one who actually had the green tablet. Because, of course, I had my animal translator handy. It glitched out a bit later, it got broken, but I realised that he wasn't to blame about anything. He looked actually a bit cute. Anyway, besides how much I like him, I just wanted to say, if he was a real dragon, which he is, and if he was to get out, I would totally want him to come stay in my place, because I've got a bunch of rats there. And it seems that he can control rats, so maybe he could do a bit of help for me back in my place, but I don't know. I don't really know much. I don't know. All I do is adventuring. Anyway, in your reality, you might know of this movie called Encanto. While I've been researching your reality, it seems to closely match what I've been going through and watching. But one big difference. I've realised something. He doesn't have the power to, tell the future. He seems to actually have the power to influence the future. Not drastically, obviously. You could also tell people the future as well, obviously. But I found it a bit interesting. And I decided to look for other similarities between our universes. Well, aside that, look at this guy. He looks so cute. You know what I want to say? Then, through the wall, I heard a big bang. And then Aurelius came through, and she didn't notice me yet because I was still invisible. And I was very happy and stuff. But I just realised, how did she find out? Then it struck me, one of the younger members of the family, one which seemed to hear everything, which even told of my rival, might have told her about this particular dragon staying in the walls. And she might have went to check it out. And now she's caught us. Well, not us. I've obviously been tucked up against the wall. But as we came into the main piece of this little cave, I realised he's been scratching tally marks with his claws across every living surface. So yeah, anyway, here's a picture of my rendition of him. Guys, I just want to say, please listen, okay? So I just want to say, if you want, you can send a Google Drive or something of a fantasy creature and I'll draw it next on March the 28th. I'll do it in a video on March the 28th of your fantasy creatures in my style. So if you want, send a Google Drive, right, like a photo attached to a Google Drive link down below.